Britain prepares its very last farewell for Captain Sir Tom Moore.
Please subscribe, like, share, and do not forget to comment in our comments section. Your comments are very much valuable for us. Please press the bell icon to get all the latest videos.
Flags are flown at half of mast throughout the US ahead of today's funeral and RAF flypast for the hero who put a grin on all our faces. Flags across the United States have been flown at half-mast this morning because the country prepares to mention goodbye to NHS fundraising hero Captain Sir Tom Moore. The NHS fundraising hero's funeral will take place at 12 p.m. these days at Bedford crematorium, and once lockdown restrictions are eased, his ashes might be interred in Keighley, Yorkshire, wherein he will relaxation along with his parents and grandparents inside the Moore family plot. Warfare hero Captain Tom inspired limitless humans throughout the globe by way of valiantly elevating extra than £32 million for the NHS at the height of the pandemic last 12 months by means of doing 100 laps of his lawn. In the course of the Second Global War, he served with the Duke of Wellington's regiment, which later merged with two others from Yorkshire. It have become known as the Yorkshire Regiment, which Captain Tom became made an honorary colonel of closing August. Britons across the United States of America paid tribute to the warfare hero nowadays, flying flags at half of mast and leaving floral tributes as his daughter Lucy Teixeira found out the funeral can be pretty surprising. 6 soldiers from the Yorkshire Regiment will convey his coffin into the crematorium these days for a carrier he deliberate himself. The pallbearers might be led through Regimental Sergeant Marge Jamie Pearson, who become in Fee of the Shield of Honour on Captain Tom's 100th birthday, the day he completed his walk. The C-47 Dakota, a second global warfare-era plane and part of the Struggle of Britain Memorial Flight which operates from RAF Coningsby in Lincolnshire, will soar over the funeral. Singer Michael Bublé has recorded a model of the song Smile to be performed at the funeral. The charity Unmarried Captain Tom recorded with Michael Ball, "You May By No Means Stroll Alone", will also be played, along with The White Cliffs of Dover by Dame Vera Lynn, I Vow to Thee My USA by means of a life bow, and My Manor via Frank Sinatra. Meanwhile, hundreds of bellringers across the UK will consider Captain Tom at 12 noon through tolling a unmarried bell 100 times. A firing birthday celebration of 14 will each fire 3 rounds in unison for the duration of the funeral, and a bugler will sound the last put up on the quit of the personal provider. A spokesman for the Ministry of Defence said, "It's far an honour to be requested to adopt one of these outstanding function." Amid the pandemic, best 8 circle of relatives participants will attend, and police have entreated the general public to live far away from the place. A flypast could be proven on BBC and Sky TV. Captain Tom died on February 2 at Bedford Health Facility after contracting pneumonia.
His funeral may be attended by using 8 individuals of his on-the-spot circle of relatives. His 2 daughters Hannah Ingram Moore and M.S. Teixeira, 4 grandchildren and his sons in regulation. His daughter M.S. Teixeira, 52, said the provider can be pretty astonishing, adding, there is just going to be the 8 folks underneath complete restrictions, we will honor him the great manner we probably can. There are plans to plant bushes around the arena in his honor, with mst Sharer hoping that the Bushes for Tom initiative will result in a wood in his domestic county of Yorkshire and the reforestation of part of India, wherein he served during the Second One Global Conflict. My sister and I have been growing the funeral that my father desired, she said. He was very clean in his needs, and if he might have been placed into a cardboard box, he would have finished that, as opposed to chop down a tree. She said she had obtained many messages from properly wishers, and that it turned into splendid to hear people writing in an internet book of condolence. His own family revealed Captain Tom had written about his funeral in an e-book before his death, pronouncing he desired it to cease with Frank Sinatra's My Way due to the fact, I continually did things my way, and specifically just like the line approximately having too few regrets to mention. The own family has advised human beings to guide the NHS through staying at domestic. As soon as regulations allow, they'll inter Captain Tom's ashes in Yorkshire, together with his mother and father and grandparents inside the Moore Circle of Relatives plot. In advance this week, Ms. Ingram Moore said her father Captain Tom had set out his requests in a lovable and open conversation previous to his loss of life. She stated the countrywide treasure had wanted Victoria Sponge desserts and sandwiches at his wake and had asked for his ashes to be taken to the Circle of Relatives grave in his cherished Yorkshire. Speaking in a heart-warming interview with Top Morning Britain, Ms. Ingram Moore said, of root, he became older, so the idea of talking approximately dying became an actual one. However, we had an adorable communique in his kitchen, and I said to him the thought of a completely quiet funeral won't cut it, and that human beings is probably pretty interested, and he said in his Yorkshire accessory, do you believe you studied so? And so I asked him what he desired, and his wishes have been honestly clear. He said he would like to be cremated and his ashes taken to the own family grave in Yorkshire. He became very descriptive about the songs he desired to be played, and he desired us to consume Victoria Sponge cakes and sandwiches after, and became so satisfied he failed to have to cause them to. Ms. Ingram Moore additionally found out her father had requested to have I Advised You I Was vintage engraved on his gravestone in tribute to a Shaggy Dog story by means of his favorite comic growing up. Like me, he fought inside the Second International Struggle, but changed into wounded in Italy. While he died at the age of 83, he wrote his very own epitaph, which turned into engraved in Gaelic on his headstone. It reads, I told you I was ill. This constantly made me snicker, so I suppose I might ask for the easy inscription of my call, the dates of my earthly span, and the words, I advised you I used to be vintage. Captain Tom's own family have stated his funeral might be a small non-public carrier, as they advised the general public to stay at home. In his no longer yet posted ebook, Captain Tom brought that it become atypical and as a substitute touching to assume that people might weep over my passing, strangers I have never even met, and that he would want to appearance down and snort at all and sundry, making a number of fuss over me. The circle of relatives stated Captain Tom had openly spoken about his funeral over the last 12 months and had puzzled if perhaps the hobby in him during the last 365 days might suggest we would need to have extra Victoria sponge desserts available for the extra guests.
Please subscribe, like, share, and do not forget to comment in our comments section. Your comments are very much valuable for us. Please press the bell icon to get all the latest videos.